Dear audience, welcome to our special show with an exclusive guest today. This is SM Sharmin Jahan, and today we have with us Singapore national coach and WBC Asia Ambassador, Mr. Arvind Lalwani. Hello, sir. Welcome to our show. Sir, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's an honor to be able to host you. So what brings you to Bangladesh, and is this your first visit to Dhaka?
Yeah, it's my first visit. I was brought here basically by Zalkan Indoor Arena and Bashundhara Sports Group to basically come and look at their infrastructure and also conduct a WBC Asia course for instructors.
So as a combat expert, how do you view the future of combat sports in Bangladesh?
Well, from what I'm looking at, the infrastructure is really good, like brilliant training areas and such. It's pretty much world class already. So the only thing lacking right now it's the fighters and basically the coaching capabilities. So that's the next step.
So are you excited to take on the coaching capabilities?
I'm still talking to basically the CEO Ibrahim, and we are looking at what to do together. So yeah, we're still negotiating and stuff, and we'll take it from there.
So the young people in Bangladesh right now, they're viewing boxing as sort of a trend, and everyone's like very excited to do things like Muay Thai, myself included. So how do you view that?
Well, the thing is, combat sports, it's something about combat sports. It's fashionable, and like there's when you see two people like you see combat sports shows. It's whenever you go there, the excitement and all, it's with your adrenaline pumping and all that. It's something different from just regular shows or regular sports shows. And yeah, there usually is a tendency of like Muay Thai and boxing being like trends, but eventually a trend can become something longer term, and usually those people who get into it, they tend to like stay in a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're a big name in the industry at this point. Do you think the young people in Bangladesh who are interested in boxing, do you think they have the capability to go to that level and become household names themselves?
Of course they do. The only thing lacking here, like I said, is just there are a lot of people who, you go anywhere in probably Bangladesh, you're probably able to get a fighter here or there. I mean, you got like, what, a 200 million population?
Yeah.
So you're bound to find somebody who has some talent, and then the only thing lacking is, like I said, is just the coaching.
Right. So like you said, that there's a lot of hidden talent. So if you were to take on the responsibility as coach, how would you find these people, and how would you train them, and what advice would you give to these people?
I think the first step is basically to start at the grassroots level, to look for them in different villages and stuff, and to go there and then bring them together and use the facilities that Zalkan Indoor Arena has and what Bashundhara Sports City has built.
Right.
Because with world-class facilities like that, you can't go wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
So from a global perspective, what steps should Bangladesh take to take their combat sports to the next level from what it is right now?
Okay. For now, I think it's to bring in better instructors for
Like
coaching.
yourself?
Yeah. And so now it's talent scouting as well. So to go to any of the, like I said earlier, like to go to any of the states and like look for all these talents, scout them, put them together, and then start coaching them for the next year, 2 years or so. It all depends on how talented they are. The better talented they are, and then they can get the skill sets going. We could find a champion within 2 years,
Right.
or even earlier.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you've coached so many people. What essential qualities do you look for in them? Like what tells you that this person has the potential and I could take them to the next level?
Okay. I think the most important thing would be hard work and dedication. It's a tough sport to be in, and if you don't have that dedication and you just want to stop halfway, it's not going to work out. And definitely the discipline, day in, day out, training, missing weddings, missing parties and stuff like that. That's what you got to go through to get to that level. So you need that discipline for sure.
Right. And do you think that this discipline and this hard work and this ambition is only found in young people? Or what if someone middle-aged wanted to start boxing? Would you advise them to start?
Sure. Anybody can start at any age.
Right.
I had a story back in Singapore where I started training someone at the age of 31. By the time he was 37, I've made him Singapore's first professional boxing champion.
That's amazing.
So, it's never too late to start anything.
So you've been both a fighter and a coach. What's your perspective on the sport so far? Like, which side did you enjoy more?
See, I've always enjoyed fighting. I like competing, but it's just that during my time, there was not much competition. The infrastructure there wasn't very good.
Okay.
So now times have changed. In Singapore, there are a lot more competitions. I've also been a promoter, so I've promoted shows, and I've brought in like a whole lot of international fighters and stuff. So I have created opportunities over there. If there was somebody like me back then, like 20 years ago, I would have been happier fighting. But I think my true calling became coaching at the end of it all.
Right. So you enjoy coaching more than when you were a fighter and you were fighting?
I enjoy coaching now more. But yeah, I think I've always been a good teacher.
Right.
So I always had it in me to coach. Not many people do that, So I'd say I enjoy coaching more.
Right, cool. So boxing is obviously very physical. So what physical capabilities should people who are willing to learn boxing, should they cultivate it?
It is physical, but at the end of the day, it's all about training. So to get strong, you do need to train. So it's just putting in the hard work. Anybody, even if you're weak, okay, you can get stronger just by training.
There's this misconception that South Asian athletes, because of the history of our colonization and famines and stuff, that we're not physically fit enough to be as good as fighters from the Western world. Is that something that you agree with, or what are your views on that?
I don't agree with that at all. Look at it this way. Look at the country of Philippines. They've got how many world champions?
Right.
You've got Manny Pacquiao. And, they're Asian, they're smaller. So I think it's just a total misconception, and you just have to be hungry enough to do it. And, the Bangladeshi people are fighters. They're born to fight.
Right.
If you have that fight mentality in you, you can be anything you want to.
So it's very mental as well, not
Yes.
just physical.
It's actually a lot more mental than physical.
Right, that's amazing. So you have visited Bashundhara Sports City. What are your sort of observations from that?
I'm flabbergasted.
You are?
Yeah, I've been around the world, and I've never seen the facilities that Bashundhara Sports City has. They've got basically 24 sports in that their whole the Bashundhara Sports City. I mean, and it's the facilities that they got. It was just mind blowing. Even the wellness facilities and all. They had they've got the saunas and stuff, and they got the cold plunge pools, they've got the swimming pools, and they even have a salt room, which I've never seen previously. And
Right.
yeah, I went to try that out as well, and it was pretty awesome.
It was good?
Yeah, it was good.
So what kind of opportunities does Bashundhara Sports City offer in terms specific to combat sports that caught your eye, that's made you seem like, oh, this is so cool?
So they literally have a world-class facility for training, and also now they're building a world-class indoor combat sport arena.
Right.
Which I'm trying to help them with, and it's the sky's the limit. With what they have, in a few years you could see world-class combat sports competitions all over in and with them.
Right. So how's your experience in Bangladesh and with Zulkan?
It's definitely a good experience with them, and the people have been so kind and helpful, and the fighters that Zulkan have as well. I can't say anything about them. They're hardworking, and I personally know the CEO who he actually used to train at my gym in Singapore.
That's amazing.
when he was studying
So
over
you guys
there.
are like buddies from back then?
Well, kind of. He was a student, so
Right.
I didn't know Ibrahim had all this, but then out of the blue he called me, and then he said he built this, and I was pretty excited because looking at the vision that he has, his foresight is just brilliant.
Right.
So I can see combat sports really thriving here in Bangladesh.
Are you excited to come back and work with Zulkan more in Bangladesh?
Sure. I think we're going to talk about it, and pretty much going to be coming back quite a lot over here, and yeah, help them build this into a fight hub to be bigger than any fight hub in South Asia or so, or hopefully in Asia or even the world. Let's see.
So do you think Bashundhara Sports City is going to greatly contribute to the rise of combat sports in Bangladesh and perhaps take it to the next level on the global stage?
I believe they will do that for combat sports and every other sport as well with what they have. Yeah. So I believe Bashundhara Sports City is the future.
Do you want to come back to Bangladesh and work with Sulkhan again?
Yeah, of course. I definitely do want to come back. I like the people over here. The hospitality has been great, and I do want to build this with them. I do want to build it with the group director, Mr. Ibrahim, and bring it to another level.
So, do you have any suggestions for Bashundhara Sports City?
Actually, I don't. They've done everything perfect. I'm just basically coming in and putting all the small bits together, and it's just like I'm just going to just be the director and just putting it everything together. So yeah, that's what my goal is.
Do you think you're going to have a tough time doing that, or?
I don't think so. I've done it many times. And it's kind of exciting.
Given it's Bangladesh.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
That challenge.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not questioning your capabilities.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this country, we haven't really had, like I said before, combat sports isn't a big thing. So
yeah.
In that scenario.
So we'll see. I like the challenge, and my goal is to try and bring even world-class professional fighters over here and there.
Cool.
And it's just looking at my contacts, and let's see who wants to come. So yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So do you have any message for the relevant institutions in Bangladesh?
I think what they should do is just work with the Bashundhara group.
Really?
That's the best thing.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arvind Lalwani, for coming here. It was a pleasure to be able to host you.
Welcome.
Dear audience, that was our conversation with Mr. Arvind Lalwani. Let's hope he comes back to Bangladesh and to our show and to Bashundhara Sports City soon. Thank you so much for staying with us. Let's keep in touch.